Now I'm off for a bit of a walk while Nikki does her studying and possibly a bit of a snooze later. Is that right, Darren?
I hope not. I'll try not to. It just keeps happening.
Okay, I'll see you later.
See you later. Have a nice walk.
Oh, what I thought I'd do is walk down to where we crossed that old railway cutting yesterday and see if I can have a walk down the cutting. Looks quite nice. Right, well, I've made it to the railway bridge and there's the way down to the cutting. Some nice steps there. Yeah, there we go, quite a substantial bridge. It's a shame there's quite a bit of rubbish about and some graffiti, but still a nice spot nevertheless. Maybe the rubbish will disappear as we go further into the cutting. It's actually very pleasant down here. I'm told there's quite a lot of red deer around here, so it's a bit too much the middle of the day really to see them, but you never know. There's an old hoppery sort of thing there, part of the railway infrastructure no doubt. Not sure what that would have been for. Fairly substantial concrete retaining wall here as well. It's not rock, this embankment, it's just a bit of sort of soily, so I guess had a few problems with it trying to slip back down into the embankment. On the other side there is a sort of a older looking stone wall there, getting a bit overgrown. Anyhow, very pleasant down here. We're coming up to another bridge. I think this one's just taking a farm track over. By the look at the map. Quite a high bridge really, isn't it? Brickwork looks a little bit shonky in parts. Especially up there. Never mind. Now this bit, someone's put a little boardwalk through. Obviously gets a little bit damp through here in wetter weather. This isn't really a footpath, it's not marked on the map as a footpath, but I think it's treated as a bit of a local nature reserve. We've come out of the cutting now and we're on a bit more of an embankment at the moment. Oh, I absolutely can't complain at this weather, it's sweltering. I'm just in my t-shirt, had to get rid of the jacket. Oh, not bad for Easter weekend. So I was thinking earlier about some of the jobs that we might do in the near future on the motorhome. We're staying on a site this weekend, obviously with no facilities block, no shower block or toilet. Now the toilet in our motorhome is fine, there's no problems there. And we can have a wash in the hand basin in the toilet area. But the shower's never been connected up since we got the van. I'm a little bit wary of connecting the shower up because I don't want to introduce damp into a existing dry area, but then again it would be quite handy to be able to have the occasional shower in the van. So if I get round to it either during the summer or perhaps over the coming winter, I might have a look at getting that shower working and resealing all the areas in the bathroom in the van, because all the old silicone in there is very dry and brittle. Nikki had a good old clean in there. We took up the carpet which the previous owner had put into the shower tray, and some of the foam backing off that carpet is stuck a little bit to the shower tray. We've got like a wooden duckboard type affair in there that covers that up, but it'd be good to have a clean up, a reseal, and perhaps get that shower working again. We've also got a crack in the bottom window on the back door, which has been there ever since we bought the van. Looks as if someone's kept their shoes perhaps on the little inner step and closed the door on them and cracked the inner glazing of the lower window. So that's something I'd also like to have a look at seeing if we can replace. Mechanically, of course, she's due another service. It's about a year, actually longer than a year, since we did the last oil change and filter change, so we definitely need to get that done, although the mileage isn't dramatic, of course. And I'd also like to perhaps under seal a bit more the chassis and the suspension legs bracket things at the back. So I've noticed they are a little bit corroded, nothing major, just surface stuff, but again would be good to put a stop to that before it gets any worse. Also wondering, you know, about air suspension. I've seen the kits you can get, and our rear leaf springs are very saggy, so that could be something as well to look at installing as time goes on. Oh, this path's getting a little bit indistinct, and to weave my way around the trees. Oh well, I've found another bridge here. I've come down a little bit the embankment. It's very overgrown, and looks as if there's a fairly substantial fence there. It stops you getting underneath the bridge, which is a shame, but yeah, it's a bit of an overgrown clamber down there. I don't think I'll bother, considering it doesn't look like I'd be able to get under the bridge anyway. Actually, I checked out the other side of the bridge, and it's a fairly easy clamber down to get to the bottom. And look, there we go. There is the other bridge. Not looking in the greatest condition, I have to say. Look up there at the parapet. I think you'll see. Oops, wrong way. Yeah, look at that big old crack in the parapet. That is not really so good, is it? Yeah, and the abutment here is pretty badly cracking as well. I guess that's probably being forced away by tree roots or something similar. Main arch itself, though, in pretty good order. Worth a little scramble down to have a look at, I think. Oh, now I'm not sure what this is up here, this little cabiny thing. It's making quite a hum. I wonder if it's a pump of some sort. Possibly water supply or sewage, something like that. Could be a borehole, I guess. Yeah, it looks like a borehole pump. No, I'm not so sure actually. Looks like it's venting something. There's a stack going up there. And it could be it could just be an exhaust from whatever pump is running. But I don't think it is. I wonder if that's venting something underground. Don't know. Anyhow, look at this lovely woodland. It's very nice, especially with the sunshine coming through the trees. What I was really coming out here to look for is that at the end of this cutting there must have been a tunnel, because the cutting disappears into the hill and then comes out the other side. You can see it on the map. But I'm climbing quite steeply now up the remains of the cutting, and I think the tunnel has been completely filled in. I did read a little bit online which indicated it was filled in, and what I think has happened is they've tipped rubbish in the cutting, town rubbish in the cutting, or maybe farm rubbish, but it would have been a substantial amount, so I suspect it's town rubbish. And I think that shack that we saw back there is venting the methane. There's a number of covers here in the woods with explosive symbols on, so I'm guessing that's what this is. This is a dump, and that is a methane vent. Anyhow, it's not really worth me proceeding any further. I'm more or less at the top of that cutting now, and there's no sign of any tunnel. I'm way above where the track bed would have been, so I'm guessing that's totally filled. Only remains really to backtrack back to the campsite. Well, that was a bit of a shame, but not totally unexpected. Anyway, I'm going to try and walk back a slightly different route for a bit of variety, eh? Nice as it is to be in the woods in the railway cutting, look at the beautiful view you get when you come out of it. There are a lot of horses around these parts, proper horse farm area. Well, I guess the path here is pretty clear. Off that way, and then down this way. But what's this like? I think this is a dog turd hanging in a tree. Don't do this, people, if you have dogs. It's not really necessary, is it? I wouldn't have thought. I've seen a lot of commentary on that sort of hanging your dog's poo in a tree kind of activity, and I'm not sure many people really understand it. I guess you've done the hard bit really when you've picked up the poo and got it in the bag. Why you then hang it on a tree, I'm not sure. I've heard it said that people hang it on a tree intending to collect it on their return and then forget. Yeah, not sure about that. I guess it might be conveniently forget. Poo fruiting trees apart though, check out the lovely view and the gorgeous weather. I know I keep going on about that, but it really is very nice around these parts. We often come up to Derbyshire and tend to whiz straight through and head for the Peak District, but definitely very nice around this bit as well. Oh, I'm back in the railway cutting again, just following it back to the campsite, and starting to feel like I've had a bit of a walk now. The old legs are a little bit achy. I guess not done so much activity lately, so need to get a bit fitter, I think. Oh, the final push back up the track to the van. I reckon it'll be time to get a brew on when we get there. And we got some of Nikki's homemade fish shepherd's pie thing for dinner.
Where's the shepherd? I didn't kill the shepherd, it was just fish.
There might be a mermaid shepherd looking after the fish.
Maybe we should have started this then, should we?
Ah, well, good news everyone. I think we might have finally got the drone flying okay and taking videos and photos. If we did, you'll see them now. Well, will we get off the ground? I'm trying to work it out. Not entirely sure. Oh, there you go. It started. These instructions are a little confusing. Well, yeah, it looks right. But, oh, here we go. We're off. We're away. Blimey. First camera footage we've got from the drone. Yes. Whee. Oh, now we're going backwards and round. Oh, the sun's a bit black. Oh, there's the van. Oh, hey. Everyone else on YouTube seems to have much smoother drone footage than this. Hey. I think I've got to practice a bit. Whoop, hey. Yeah, definitely need to practice a bit more. Anyway, look, it's a great view from up here. Whizzing around a little bit. Oh, a bit tilty. Yeah. And round a little bit. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, I'm quite pleased with it. Quite pleased with the old drone footage. It's yeah, coming back again now. Let's see if we can. Oh, there's Nikki. Wait, and back again, round. Yeah, this is not that controllable really. Need to be very gentle on the controls. There we go. Don't fly in the back of the van. Yeah, Nikki's relaxing out the back there. Chilling out, watching the drone. And I'm just hovering around. Oh, no. I'm going to rotate a bit and zoom up. Zoom up. Yeah, look at that, look. Blimey. Oh. And we're whizzing away. We're too far away. I'm not sure how far the signal reaches. Whee! Ooh, crikey. We're miles away. Wait, you can wait. Oh. Yeah, see the curve of the earth there, look. All you flat earth people, look how round it is. Crikey, we're a long way up. Going even higher now. Look at that, look. Gotta watch out for the moon. Don't want to hit the moon. Yeah, feeling a bit air sick now. It's not good. Oh dear, why are we sort of oscillating like this? Not sure. It is probably a little bit windier than is ideal. This is really wobbling around. Seem to be able to hold this very still. Yeah, it seems to be stuck in a bit of a wobbly pattern now. Is it going to stabilise? Yeah, look at this. Hope you're all enjoying this drone footage because it's taken quite some effort to get. We're whizzing away again. And we're zooming in. We're going to go for a buzz of the van. Are we going to go for a buzz of the van? No, we're going to wobble around a bit more. There's the sun again, looking all black, weirdly. And yeah, that's a fantastic view. There's the van again. Are we going to see anything else, or are we going to come into land? Oh, I don't know what I did there to get it working, but I just tried again and it just freezes the camera as soon as you take off again. So enjoy the little bit we got. Look at this load of honkers. Hello, you lot. What are you doing? Yeah, I haven't got anything for you. I haven't got anything for you, mate. There's sheep. Sheep are coming too. Alright, well, soon time to turn in, I think. Been quite a nice day today. Very enjoyable. And today with bacon sandwich and orange juice. Should be good. Right, I'm going to have a bit of a clean up while Nikki does studying. Then we'll be ready to go. Well, that's all for now. If you enjoyed it, press like, subscribe if you want to see some more, and ring the bell to be notified when we upload something new.